Happy New Year everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Here, I share useful, amazing, and underrated Android apps that can actually improve your phone experience. If this is your first time here, kindly consider subscribing. And with that said, let's kick off the year with some useful Android apps for January 2026. 1. WeatherFast. First on the list is WeatherFast, and if you're looking for a clean, reliable, and easy-to-use weather app, this one is definitely worth checking out. The first thing I really like about this app is the design. A weather app should not feel too complicated because weather information can already be overwhelming enough, so the interface has to look clean and easy to understand, and WeatherFast does that really well. It looks great in both light mode and dark mode, and it's also wallpaper color adaptive, which gives it a very polished feel. Now moving to what it actually does, the app gives you a general overview of the day's weather, your current conditions, and an hourly forecast. You can also check the forecast for the upcoming days. But one of the best things about this app is the suggestions feature, where it predicts the conditions of the next hour, and even tells you what you may need to do. And honestly, since I started using it, it has been very accurate for me. There's also an Insights tab that goes even deeper by showing things like what to wear, a summary of the morning, afternoon, and evening, and even a quick overview of the week ahead. You can also refresh the weather manually, or use the search feature to check other locations. Overall, it's a very good weather app, and one I genuinely think is worth having. Next is Blue Dot, and this is a pretty interesting app, especially if you ever need help with audio recordings and transcription. I actually came across this app last year, and even though I haven't used it much, the one time I did use it, it really impressed me. What it does is simple but very useful. You can record audio, and the app will transcribe it, then break it down into a summary and even different topics. And honestly, the results were much better than I expected. For example, I recorded a short 26-second audio clip from a school garden, where the headmaster was giving a speech and appreciating some students and teachers. And to my surprise, the transcript was accurate. The summary and topic breakdown also aligned really well with what was said. You can also import recordings from your phone for transcription too, which makes it even more useful. Just keep in mind that the free version has some limits, but if it's something you plan to use often, upgrading might be worth it. Overall, I think it's a very useful app, especially for students, content creators, or anyone who works with voice notes and recordings. You can also decide whether you want something to happen on specific dates, or just a certain number of times per week, so there's a lot of flexibility there. The second tab is for tasks, where you can add and manage both active and completed tasks. Then the third tab shows your profile and achievements, so you can look back at your progress over time. I only recently started using this app, so I don't have much progress data yet. But one thing I can already say is that I really like the overall look and feel of it. It creates that kind of environment that actually makes you want to keep checking your routines and staying on track. The reminder feature also works really well, which is important for an app like this. And another thing I like is that it doesn't require an account. Plus it supports local backup and restore, which is always a good thing. So if you're trying to stay more organized this year, this is definitely one to check out. 5. Sounds. Next is Sounds, and this is one of those apps that is simple, but actually very useful. This app is packed with different kinds of ambient sounds and noise tracks that are great for sleeping, relaxing, studying, or working. Inside the app, you'll find sounds like brown noise, white noise, rain sounds, natural sounds like streams and water droplets, and even more unique ones like train movement sounds and underwater wheel sounds, which is actually one of my favorites. There are also mixed sounds, which can be really immersive depending on what kind of mood or environment you want. One thing I like is that it can play in the background, even while your screen is off, or while you're using another app, so it's perfect for things like bedtime, study sessions, work sessions, or just general relaxation. You can also set a sleep timer and mark your favorite sounds for easier access later. And honestly, I like how straightforward the app is. No hidden menus, no unnecessary complexity, just an app full of useful sounds, with a clean material design style interface. If you enjoy sound apps for focus or relaxation, you'll probably like this one. Cars Insight. And finally, we have Cars Insight. If you're someone who likes cars, wants to learn more about them, or maybe you're even planning to own one in the future, this app is definitely worth checking out. What this app does is give you access to the specifications and details of different cars in a very neat and organized way. You can view things like engine details, performance, speed, horsepower, and other general specs like brand, model, generation, production year. body type, and more. The app includes a good collection of cars, and you can also use the search feature to find specific ones easily. Another useful feature is the compare option, which lets you compare different cars side by side. So if you're trying to understand cars better or even make better decisions in the future, this app can actually be quite helpful. And just like the others, the app itself also looks very neat, with support for both light and dark mode, plus a bit of that modern Material 3 style. Outro. And that's it for today's list. Let me know in the comments which of these apps caught your attention the most or which one you'd actually want to try. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.